This mysterious form of energy is causing the universe to expand at an ever-increasing rate, and eventually, the galaxies and stars will be so far apart that the universe will become cold, dark, and devoid of any energy. Eventually, all matter will be pulled apart and the universe will become a cold, dark, and empty void. The universe will eventually reach a point where there is no longer any energy or matter to sustain it, thus resulting in its death. The exact time or process in which this will occur is unknown, but scientists believe that it will happen in the far future. We can only speculate what the universe will look like when it dies, but it will be a cold, dark, and empty place with no energy, matter, or light. The universe will cease to exist, and nothing will remain. Although no one knows exactly when this will happen, some experts believe that the universe will die in a few billion years. The death of the universe will be a slow process, with the galaxies and stars gradually getting farther and farther apart until all matter and energy are eventually dispersed. When this happens, the universe will be nothing more than a vast expanse of cold, dark emptiness. This is the inevitable future of the universe, and with each passing day, the universe is slowly but surely moving towards its ultimate demise. This one is a bit more optimistic. It suggests that the universe will reach a point when it stops expanding and then contracts again, coming full circle and starting a new cycle. It's hard to know what will happen when the universe dies, but it seems certain that the death of the universe is inevitable. We can't know for sure what will happen when it does, but the most likely possibilities are that dark energy will cause a big rip, big freeze, or big bounce. The big rip would tear apart galaxies, stars, and even atoms, leaving nothing behind. The big freeze would cause all stars to die out and the universe to enter a period of eternal darkness. The big bounce would cause the universe to reach a point where it stops expanding and then contracts again, starting a new cycle. Regardless of which outcome takes place, the universe will eventually die, and it is up to us to learn as much as we can while it is still here. As the vast expanse of the universe continues to expand, galaxies move further and further apart. Although the space between galaxies expands, the gravity within them is strong enough to keep them together. However, a big rip scenario suggests that this expansion could accelerate to the point that gravity cannot compensate for the effect and the universe would be torn apart. Large structures such as galaxies would be the first to go, followed by black holes, stars, and planets. These objects would then dissolve into their components, with space expanding faster than the speed of light. Eventually, atoms would become affected and disband, leaving nothing behind. There are two theories that suggest what could happen as the universe dies: heat death or a big freeze. Heat death suggests that the universe will reach a point when it stops expanding and then contracts again, entering a new cycle. Alternatively, the big freeze would cause all stars to die out and the universe to enter a period of eternal darkness. Ultimately, the universe will die and the big rip, big freeze, or big bounce will determine how it will happen. Humanity must strive to learn as much as possible while the universe is still here. But this is highly unlikely. The big rip and heat death are two possible fates of the universe. In a heat death scenario, matter will stay intact and slowly be converted into radiation over an incredibly long but finite period of time, as the universe continues to expand. Entropy plays an important role here. Every system tends towards the state of highest entropy, like when a latte macchiato cools down and dissipates until it is uniform. In the same way, Matter will slowly degrade and spread out until all gas clouds necessary to form stars are exhausted, leaving behind a universe of only black holes and photons, until even these fade away, leaving no activity in the universe and entropy at its maximum. Although there is a theoretical possibility of a spontaneous entropy decrease as a result of quantum tunneling, leading to a new Big Bang, this is highly unlikely. The Big Crunch and Big Bounce theories offer the most uplifting perspective on the ultimate fate of the universe. In the Big Crunch scenario, if there is less dark energy present or if it decreases over time, gravity will become the force dominating the universe. This will cause the universe to gradually slow down and stop its expansion, before beginning to contract. As the universe gets smaller, temperatures will increase everywhere simultaneously. 100,000 years prior to the Big Crunch, the background radiation will be greater than the surface temperature of the most stars, leading to them being cooked from the outside. In the final moments before the Big Crunch, atoms will be ripped apart and supermassive black holes will consume all matter before themselves merging into one giant mass containing the entire universe. After this, the universe will be devoured by the mega black hole, and the cycle will start again. The Big Bounce theory suggests this occurs in an infinite cycle, and although the most likely outcome is heat death, it is still possible that the universe will start anew again and again. We at Kurzgesagt hope that this is the case, allowing for an uplifting conclusion to the universe's existence.